Right-wing firebrand Milo Yiannopoulos banned by another council as officials accuse him of promoting racism and discrimination. I thought we had freedom of speech, well, at least expression of speech. But anyway, moving along. Milo Yiannopoulos has been banned from hosting his Gold Coast appearance on Thursday at any Gold Coast City Council-owned buildings. So where's he supposed to do it? Spokesperson for the Gold Coast Mayor Tom Tate said the council has zero tolerance towards public rallies that take or promote discrimination or racism in any form. Really? Are you going to apply this to a complete spectrum? So, for example, the left wing, when the left turns up and they're promoting racism or discrimination in any form, are you going to ban them as well? This is a very slippery slope. The decision comes after violent brawls broke out in the controversial comedian's fans and protesters in both his Melbourne and Sydney appearance on Monday and Tuesday respectively. Yes, and now they're looking at fining or charging people who turned up. And guess what? It was actually the left. The guy wearing the union shirt was left wing. And the other one that was arrested? Left wing. They were both left wing who were charged. Duh! Ahead of his tour, the 33-year-old was banned from appearing at any government-owned venues in Western Australia. I don't think he is welcome in WA, so we'll make sure that all the government venues are not available to him, WA Premier Mike Gowan said in October. I hope you don't have an election coming up soon, because this will hurt you. Even if people don't agree with Milo, you are silencing freedom of speech. Remember that when you have a federal election next. Calls were also made to revoke Mr. Milo Yiannopoulos' invitation to speak at Parliament House as a guest of Liberal Democrat Senator David Liam, might be mispronouncing. Greens leader Richard D. Natale wrote to the presiding officers of the House of Representatives and the Senate requesting the retraction. Mr. Yiannopoulos said he was flattered by the attempt to have him banned, but accused the Greens of casting out the right of freedom of speech. Well, weren't they? The 33-year-old appearance at Parliament House went ahead as planned on Tuesday, during which he launched a scathing attack on modern feminism. Not really, actually it was pretty subdued, but anyway. The controversial figure labelled the movement vindictive and man-hating as he addressed the MPs and journalists in the Moore Hall in Canberra. Well, is it? Is it vindictive and man-hating? Like, do we have feminists going around saying, they bathe in male tears, perhaps? Interesting. Feminists like to say that feminism is about equality for women, about giving women equality standing with men. They have it, Mr. Yiannopoulos said. Well, equal pay, equal standing, they do. Actually, some would argue that the actual feminists or women actually have more rights in this country than the men do when it comes to legal battles and stuff like that for childcare or child support or even girl custody. So, What feminine has become since it ran out of things to complain about is a mean, vindictive, sociopathic, man-hating movement. I actually agree with that. He's talking about third wave feminism here, people. You'd be hard-pressed to find a journalist who doesn't describe themselves as a feminist these days, but it's very difficult to find a normal woman who does. Yeah, I'd agree, actually. If you're talking about third wave feminism, a lot of people aren't interested in that. A lot of people just want equality of sexes, and a lot of them have distinguished that there is a big difference between third wave feminism and that. And they've realized that third wave feminism is cancer. I think it was 8 or 9% of women in the UK actually admit to being a feminist. You're a minority. You wonder why. Mr. Yiannopoulos said Western women should be enormously proud of the advances they have made, but said there is no place left for organised feminist movement. Don't remember him saying that, but anyway. Following his speech, the 33-year-old headed to Sydney for the latest stop in his tour. The event in Lincoln Field was heavily guarded by mounted police officers on bikes, riot squad, marine police, and police vans. Why did you need so much? Oh, wait, the protesters that turned up that got violent. The rally became violent as some protesters tried to break through the police surrounding the wedding reception venue. Right, so the violence came from the people that were protesting the event, right? So that wasn't anybody on Milo's side, because they wouldn't be protesting their own event, would they? The black leather slip-on shoe held at the stage missed its target, who stayed on message attacking left-wing politics correctness and supposed alliance with radical Islam. Well, is there an alliance between the left, the radical left, and Islam? Worthwhile looking into, isn't it? Fans of the alt-right commentary, is not alt-right, were heckled by more than 100 protesters as they entered the venue, with police having to stand between two groups. So the people that turned up to protest Milo were the ones causing problems, right? Cool. 7 protesters were arrested outside a wedding reception venue where he was speaking. 4 people were arrested for breaching the peace, 1 for assaulting a police officer, I'll get to that in a sec, 1 for a fray, and 1 for not complying with direction. So the person that was assaulting the police officer, was the police officer a Milo supporter? Because you're going on about saying how the left were attacking the right, so to speak. So why are the left attacking police officers again? Banners by place cards saying "fuck off Nazi scum" and "kill yourself like Adolf Hitler" greeted Mr. Yiannopoulos. He arrived and denounced Islam, feminism, and cultural Marxism. And they used cultural Marxism to protest him? I wonder why he's denouncing it. Like, has any of this report seemed like the left did not lose their fucking shit and basically go around attacking people? That is cultural Marxism. I wonder why he is denouncing it. Holy shit, the self-awareness in this. Police on horseback were called animals and racist pigs. More cultural Marxism. Police on horseback were called animals and racist pigs as they kept more than 70 youthful demonstrators to a patch of grass by the shore of Parramatta River. Protesters held signs including a large banner that said, "First they come for the Muslims and we say, not this time, you fucker." But my question is when the Muslims come for them, when they are affected by a suicide bombing or by people who rape their women or attack their women because they're not wearing a burqa and they find them too sexual to be able to kick their dicks in their pants or anything along those lines. Are they still going to be holding up signs saying that? Probably not. Inside where 1,200 ticket holders were seated, a shoe-throwing man was hustled out by burly security guards just 20 minutes into the show, attended by Labour Party's indigenous former National President Warren Mundine and Sky News personality Rowan Dean. So what's my takeaway from all this? Well, the mainstream media is actually responsible for this. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones going around in every article calling him alt-right, calling him Nazi, calling him all these sort of names. And it's getting people are reading this, they're thinking, oh my god, he's a Nazi, let's protest him. And they're too stupid to go and do some research on their own. So at the end of the day, yeah, you blame the people that are attacking people and that are protesting and stuff. And while people have the right to protest, I fully support that, you don't have a right for violence. And at the end of the day, the media is actually responsible because they're the ones getting everybody up. So call them out on this shit. Call out Daily Mail, call out 7, 9, all these channels that are going on calling him alt-right. Call them out and tell them that they're lying, that they're fake news. Because as soon as people start doing that, they will then realise that they can't get away with this shit. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you agree with me or do you have a different take? Let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. And apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.